Hi there, welcome to Just Business, the show here on DarkBad TV, in which we discuss the state of the video games industry. My name is Indigo, and you know what? PS2 games are coming to the PS4, and I couldn't be more excited! Good evening, welcome to the show. My name is Indigo, and did you know that a few days ago Sony announced that they are working on bringing PS2 emulation to the PS4, which will mean that you're gonna be able to play your PlayStation 2 games on your PlayStation 4 again. Now, as of right now, they have not announced if it's just gonna be that they are bringing the PS2 classics to the PlayStation Store, like they did with the PS3, or if it actually means that you're gonna be able to pop in your PS2 discs in your PS4 and actually play your old games. In either case, I'm so freaking excited! PS2 is one of my favorite consoles of all time, and honestly, the thought of being able to play all my PS2 games on the PS4 again is not only making me pumped, but it gives me some hope for this industry as a whole. You see, a lot of time I read on the internet that people in general tend to say that backwards compatibility on consoles is something that we should not really be excited about, and who cares about old games? Why would you want to play your old games on your PS4? Play the PS4 games instead. While I see kind of where they're coming from, but it kind of makes me feel like people aren't really thinking of gaming as a proper media, so to speak. Historically, backwards compatibility hasn't really been a big thing in video games. No Nintendo console had ever been able to play the old Nintendo console's games, except for the Wii playing GameCube games and the Wii U playing Wii games. But looking back at the NES and the SNES and the N64 and then the GameCube, none of them actually played their old system's games. Same goes with the Xbox and the 360 and the Xbox One. However, at E3 this year, Microsoft announced that Xbox One would be getting some backwards compatibility for Xbox 360 games, and the weird thing is, this was one of the biggest, if not the biggest announcement that people reacted to from the Microsoft press conference at E3, but why is that? I mean, wasn't backwards compatibility something you shouldn't really care about? Come on, internet, make up your mind! As for PlayStation, PS2 could play PS1 games, and PS3 could initially play some PS2 games, and I believe maybe some PS1 games, but at the very least, PS2 games and PS1 games are available to purchase at the PlayStation Store for the PlayStation 3, but the PS4 doesn't have any backwards compatibility at all, yet at least. And yes, while some people argue that why would you want to play old games on your new machine, it feels like I should be able to do it, you know? It's not like just because I bought a new system, I don't want to play my old PS2 games anymore, because I really do. I got some great PS2 games that I want to play. Well, Indigo, why don't you just play them on your PS2, on your 4K TV? I mean, all of us don't want to have like 3 or 4 different gaming machines next to their TV just to play a few different games. It's just, why can't just my one machine play different games? I mean, it's not like you're buying a new Blu-ray player today and like, oh, you want to watch the old Star Wars movies? I'm sorry, your new Blu-ray player is not compatible with that movie, but you can watch them on your old DVD player. That's not really how it works. When you really think about it, video game is pretty much the only media that requires new hardware to consume the media. I mean, it's not like you can't watch your old movies on your new TV, or it's not like you can't read your old books with your new glasses. You know, yes, I get that it's hard to bring backwards compatibility to your newer consoles if you don't plan for it in advance, and I also get that I could see why people would be more interested in playing the new games on the new machines, because prettier graphics and whatever. Of course, you know, I like playing new games as much as anybody else, but at the same time, I think people are forgetting that the old games are still good, even though they are older. That's also why people get excited at E3 when Microsoft announced that Xbox One is getting Xbox 360 support, and why people are getting excited when Sony announced that PS4 is getting PS2 support, because those games were good, and those games are good. Like, a game doesn't stop being good just because it's old. It's not like a cheeseburger. People take games somewhat for granted. People like to consume. People get this one game, they're like, oh, this game is really good, but oh wait, there's a new game coming. Forget this old game, take the new one. And sadly, that's where the industry is. Like, it's always about consuming and getting the new one and like leaving the old ones behind. And I think maybe, just maybe, we should all just slow down, take a breath, take a step back, look at the bigger picture, and remember that the games are good. And if you want to play them, you should be able to. So with that said, I am so excited for the PS4 getting PS2 support, and hopefully it's gonna get PS1 support as well, because I've got a lot of PS1 games that are some of my favorite games ever, and that are much better than any PS4 games available so far. So don't abandon your old games, play them. They're still good. They don't get worse because they're old. And that's gonna be the show for this week. Thanks so much for watching DarkBad TV. Remember to subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you again next Wednesday with more business talk. Till then, nothing personal, just business. Bye! Time sure flies, time sure flies. DarkBad TV is still going strong, and oh my god, we are so excited about everything coming up. I might be doing some Let's Plays this week, or next week, or some other week, or some other week, who knows. Check out the other videos up here, and yeah, I'm gonna go take a bath. Bye.